Alright, hello. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Dylan. Hello, Pops. Hello, Fox and Noodles. We are gonna do some more Wing Commander Saga. And I'm gonna silence my phone. Okay. Don't think of it as being outnumbered. Think of it as having a wider target selection. Okay.
Second ship watch Sanders. Prepare to assume the watch.
Alright.
Afternoon, gentlemen. Take your seats. We have to act on this fast. Another recon patrol detected a large convoy jumping in from Hermes. The Kilrathi and Nefil know if they can't get these supplies, they will not be able to hold onto this piece of space for much longer. They've sent a large escort force of fighters and several destroyers in the system to help ensure that this convoy makes it to Bluepoint. Colonel Walker will be leading whatever he can scrounge up off the deck on a strike against this convoy. Not all of us, however, will be joining him. Our unit is going to take advantage of the Kilrathi's tactical decision to split their forces. The hostile presence left in and around Bluepoint will be lower than any situation we could hope for within the next few days. Psychopath will lead a 4-man team consisting of Sandman, Avatar, and 8-Ball. Your objective is to escort a TCS Astoria and 3 shuttles of Marines from the troop ship Arlie Hermes to Bluepoint at Nav 1. Once on site, you are to cover the Marine shuttles commanded by Captain Coolin as they storm the base. Unfortunately, we do not have the time to suppress the fighter cover before the Marines attempt to recapture the station, so you will have to protect the shuttles on the fly. The Astoria will be a great asset in dealing with the larger forces that may still be in the area. Once complete, you will contact the Hermes for further orders. Dismissed.
Any new space sims? Well, apparently there's X-Wing VM. Not sure what the VM stands for, but it's like a remake of X-Wing, right? I'll have to check that out at some point. Alright, so I can now choose my missiles. X-Wing virtual machine. Okay, so it's like a translation layer that uses the original assets, or, well, yeah, the original level files at least. So that sounds pretty neat. Whoops. Okay.
Shark Alpha, you are cleared for launch. Get our station back.
Alright, so we're protecting shuttles.
Form up and establish autopilot link with the cruiser.
Oh good, we got Psychopath with us. Alright, which cruiser is he talking about? I was not paying full attention to the briefing. Is it this thing?
Autopilot.
Yes, it is.
Mudshark, glad to have you with us. The Marines are already docked in our launch bay. We're just itching to blow some cats away.
Proceed to next waypoint.
New contacts. Bandits inbound. The convict ain't dares to attack.
not being able to glide feels so bad.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Okay. McGarnacle.
Proceed to next waypoint.
McLeod. Yeah, Psychopath is a fun guy.
Oh, a welcoming committee. You guys shouldn't have.
Thunderbolt, give us cover. We'll try to drop these Marines right on their doorstep.
You know, this is maybe not the best ship to escort things, because it's not the fastest one, but... I mean, who am I to question whoever makes these decisions? I don't know if it counts as a space sim, but like, there was that Eve survival MMO thing announced. That's something. Oh, I'm so slow to turn. It's often the case in these games that I'm not like fully aware of whatever's going on around me. So just kind of try and kill everything as quickly as I can and hope that solves the problem. Usually it works. And yeah, that Eve survival MMO, I mean, I don't know how... I mean, obviously it's like a Eve spin-off of some kind. I don't know if it's like actually plays like Eve or it's like it's a different kind of thing. This actual Eve is just like a tab target MMO as far as I know. Was my rules on completing an MMO? I don't know, an MMO seems like just too much. Like, there's only so much time in the world. Like, I don't know if I could tackle something that big. Unless I just like dip my toe in and talk about that. Which I suppose would be fine. Okay.
Keep them covered.
Now they're launching the shuttles.
Coming in the base's hangar bay. Give us some cover. Check your six and pick one up.
That was awesome. Will you adopt me?
try and kill everything. Not beating the monkey allegations. But, wow, yeah, this guy just straight up outruns me. Like, what do they expect me to do about that, huh? I wonder if javelin missiles have a longer range than image Rex. Oh, I was wondering why they weren't targeting. It's because they like switched me to the torpedo. Whoops. I think those are the shuttles. So, just gotta keep them safe. I think all these Kilrathi are more worried about us than the shuttles. Oh, damn.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Whoops. Although, I feel like most of the blame lies with the other guy. Whatever. Kind of a low penalty for crashes in this. Well, I don't know if it's, you know, free space in general or just Saga. Probably free space in general. They got a real like bandwidth issue, you know. It's taken them a while to launch all their fighters. Is that a problem on real aircraft carriers? They just like can't get all their fighters off the deck fast enough, and then they fall off the side and into the ocean.
Roger that, Captain. Alpha, keep the airspace clear while the Marines do their job. Lieutenant, we got stragglers.
Yeah, I didn't mention anything about Star Trek before the old Space Sims video because, you know, all the like pre, you know, Star Wars Space Sims were all inspired by Star Trek, but then Star Wars came out and then all of a sudden it's all, oops, all TIE fighters. Instead of all the spaceships being the Starship Enterprise, they're all TIE fighters. You know.
We're in the middle of a firefight here.
Which, like,
Reaching a few.
you know, Star Wars is like a much more appropriate game, you know, or much more appropriate source of inspiration for like something about dogfighting. There's not really a lot of dogfighting in Star Trek. It's all, you know, big capital ships sort of shooting instant hit beams at each other. Although, you know, I'm sure they made it work for like Bridge Commander or whatever.
We've blown some of the blast holes. We've got vehicles supporting our attack now.
Yeah, apparently. Well, so it's like on Wikipedia or something. It says, you know,
I'm bringing in my AOD squad to disable them.
Chris Roberts admitted to Larry Holland that he reverse engineered Wing Commander from Battlehawks 1942 or something like that. But I gotta feel like that needs a big old citation needed, because there's no citation for that. I don't know where that came from. And yeah, there is a Star Trek space sim on the PS1 by the people who made
Air is so much nicer when it's for free.
what's we call it, Starlancer. And then they also made a Battlestar Galactica one.
Base is secure.
So,
I
you
repeat,
know,
base is secure.
I always thought about, you know, making a video at some point on both of those games called
Casualties?
Sons of Starlancer.
We have more than enough men for the job thanks to you wing wipers.
Looks like Bluepoint has been returned to the side of the right and just. Captain Moran passes a Bravo Zulu to all hands.
Yeah, those games are definitely like on the table.
The Astoria will
Or
stay on
stream
station until the
games.
rest of our battle group arrives. Alpha, you are cleared to return to base.
Looks like you guys got the cushy job while we were getting our asses handed to us.
Were we getting our asses handed to us? That didn't seem so bad. Or I guess it's, I guess they were off doing something else, and we did get the easy job.
A promising aero pilot. You know, I'd pit the kid against either of you two any day.
Oh wow, Psychopath is warming up to us.
Psychopath actually backing up the newbie? Oh, I didn't say he'd win. I'd just like to see who gets fried first. Walked right into that one, Ninja.
If you ladies are finished with your social hour, you can come on home.
Proceed to next waypoint.
But yeah, Freelancer and Starlancer is weird
Fighter technicians are going to be burning the
because,
midnight oil for the next few days.
you know, the plan was always to make Freelancer, and like that was the big deal. That was, you know, the game that Chris Roberts' fancy new studio, Digital Anvil, was making. And then Starlancer was like a spin-off. But then Freelancer kept getting delayed, so then Starlancer came out first. And it got weird, but like Freelancer was always like the main game, and Starlancer's the spin-off.
Congratulations on taking back the depot, Alpha Wing. The Marines pass along their appreciation, sort of. I always have trouble hearing the thank you through the chest beating of a victorious Marine for some reason. We've sent requests for additional men and materials to begin getting Bluepoint back together again. Maybe the people on the field too would be interested in helping restore the station. These border systems definitely get the worst of the war. I'm sure the Confederation flag in their space, not to mention their jobs, will definitely be
Yeah,
appreciated.
Starlancer's pretty good.
As you
It's
may
not
have
like
heard, our
amazing
strike
or
against the
anything,
Kilrathi
but
convoy was
it's a
successful.
solid game.
Even though we took some losses early in the operation that changed our approach, we were still able to penetrate the Kilrathi's defenses and eliminate the convoy. Now that we have control from the field, our mission structure will change drastically. I'll post the new assignments after 1800 hours. Till then, dismissed.
Yeah, there's ways to get old games like that to work, because I
Congratulations on
definitely...
taking back
whoops, talking again. Not with DOS
Settle
specs,
down,
because
gentlemen.
Starlancer's from
Let's
the
begin. Our
mid-2000s.
long-range
That is
patrols have pinpointed a Kilrathi
if you
recon
consider Windows
enforcement that has just
XP
jumped
early
in from the Loki
Windows,
system.
it's an early Windows
We can only
game.
assume that they know about Operation Behemoth, as they are moving at maximum velocity towards the nearest jump point to a Kilrathi-held system. That could only mean.
But yeah,
they're
I got it
planning
working on
return
Windows
with
11, so
reinforcements.
you can do it,
Recon
but it
group is
might,
made up of a
you know,
light carrier, a cruiser,
it
and
might
2
be
corvettes.
a little tricky.
The Hermes and Bluepoint Station are combining resources to jam their long-range communications so they can't get a message off. But if they jump out and notify their main fleet, Operation Behemoth will have another major hurdle to overcome. We have no choice but to completely exterminate this force. We'll be launching a strike immediately. I will lead Alpha Wing, with Sandman, Psychopath, and 8-Ball. Hellcats from Bravo and Charlie Wings will fly cover, while we proceed on a Wild Weasel operation to disable the carrier and cruiser's turrets. Once they've been appropriately skinned, longbows will enter the area and do what they do best. We will proceed to NAV 1 and then to NAV 2. This indirect route will allow our group to place ourselves between the Kilrathi group and the jump point when we take up our positions at NAV 3. Let's jump to it. Dismissed.
Yeah, Freelancer's like a distant sequel, or, well, you know, Starlancer's a distant prequel to Freelancer. It's sort of, all the various countries of the world send colony ships to some other system, I don't remember what, and Freelancer is the story of what happened to those colonists. I guess I'll stick with the javelins. Well, yeah, but that's, I was gonna say, what makes sense for being a space sim, but also makes no sense. Doctor Who. I admit I'm not that familiar. You know, I haven't seen much Doctor Who, but like, do they ever show like spaceships duking it out in Doctor Who? I mean, they probably do at some point. There's like a bajillion episodes, right? Does the TARDIS have guns on it?
Prepping the bows will take a few more minutes. We can't waste a single minute. Proceed on mission.
Roger that. Major Romanyuk, you guys take point. All units set course for NAV 1.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, I can't believe the Space Russians won after all we did.
I spy a flank patrol, Major. Looks like they're gonna try to delay us and buy that recon force some more time.
I feel like Doctor Who has been Doctor what the fuck for even longer than that. And then, I mean, maybe now it's like bad weird, but it was always just like completely insane. Whenever I'd see something about Doctor Who, it'd just be like, what in the world?
Proceed to next waypoint.
Mud Sharks, this is Mastermind. We're en route to NAV 2. Press on without us and soften up the opposition a bit. See if you can thin out the capital ship turrets so we
What?
can make some
Did I get
torpedo
rear-ended?
runs as soon as we get in range.
I did sort of suddenly break.
Affirmative. All units, let's proceed to NAV 3.
Proceed to next waypoint.
The cats aren't wasting any time. They're moving like a bat out of hell.
You can run, but you'll only die tired. Mud Shark 1, we are 4 minutes out.
Oh yeah, that's the psychopath we know and love.
Stand by, I'll check. Looks like 10 minutes, 25 seconds, sir.
That's our time limit. We have 10 minutes to kill every last cat
Was
here.
Peter Cushing one of the doctors? I know he was kind of like a big deal actor, but like literally the only thing I know him from is Star Wars.
There's a fighter on your stick!
Is there a fighter on my 6? I'm not getting shot. Is she talking about this guy? Okay. So, should I use my 1 torpedo on one of these? I don't know. Huh. So, he was a doctor. Learn something new every day. They keep sending more out. I feel like maybe I should do it. Space horse. Why is it taking so long to target this? Did I like reset at some point? Oh wow, that wasn't even enough to kill it. Huh. Well, I guess I'll get in the hangar bay.
Taking damage!
Oops. Oh yeah, we did see space horses in Star Wars, and it was a bummer. I forgot all about that. Oh. Those guys just spawned right in front of me. Uh-oh. Kind of a sitting duck here. Oh no! I'm like trapped inside. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Get myself some shields. Literally playing Descent, yeah, trying to get out of the maze in time. Guys, don't look at explosions.
Another capital ship down.
There's a
We've got half
wingman
of them so
today.
far.
We
Stay
got
focused.
Codeine. We got Psychopath, though he hasn't chimed in a while. Take care of the little guys first.
We've got most of them. Keep your focus.
Or I guess they did it while I wasn't looking. Go scream, shake, attack, go.
Concentrate your fire on those captured turrets. Hermes, Behemoth will remain a secret for a little while longer.
Excellent job, all of you.
Gotta protect
We
the
just
Death
received
Star.
More good news along those same lines. Get back home, boys.
Mission complete. Proceed to next
No, what? He's not
waypoint.
saying anything. I'm pretty sure we got him with us. Mastermind, Duchess, Firebrand, Kilrathi, Sully, Wobbler, Joker, 8-Ball, Psychopath. Yeah, he's there. He's just, cat's got his tongue. I don't know.
Great job, everyone. The good news is just piling up today.
What's the buzz about, Sweeney?
You'll find out soon enough, Lieutenant. You're cleared to land.
I probably should have put a poll up for what the next thing is in case I beat this. Yeah, we probably have like one more
What a
session
day,
in this
gentlemen.
anyway.
What a day. Let's
mean,
dispense with the usual mission
I
rundown.
wouldn't
for
call it a
now.
fleet battle
The news you're
because
about to hear is classified,
Kilrathi
but
were the
I'd be
only ones with
surprised
the
if
fleet.
rumor mills on the ship aren't buzzing with it already. If you haven't already heard, a courier vessel from the Victory came bearing some great news. The Behemoth was successful in destroying Loki 6. From what I've been told, the footage is absolutely incredible.
see, this guy says
A
Loki.
more interesting development is that we aren't stopping there. Apparently, Command has some major
The other
plans
one-
for
the
the
other guy
Behemoth.
said
It looks like we're
Loki.
going to be part of the action. The Hermes, along with the Centurion, are to rendezvous with the Victory battle group and escort the Behemoth straight to Kilrathi. The furry bastards won't know what's coming for them. Imagine it, Sharks. The end of the war, and we'll be there to see it. Let's talk about the mission. You gave the Hermes another carrier kill, and made sure she went to hell with a proper escort. That's a damn good
Wait a
attack in
minute.
my book. I know
The
you're all itching to
Hermes gets
celebrate.
credit?
Be sure and control
Shouldn't
yourself
I
still,
get
and watch
credit?
your mouths to make sure you don't go talking about things you shouldn't talk about. I know all of you too well. It would be a shame to
Hermes
miss the
didn't do
biggest moment in
anything. That
human
was all
history
me,
because
baby.
you won the brig for some reason or another. Dismissed.
Yeah, the Kilrathi voices are just ripped from Wing Commander 3, so that's why they sound familiar. Century. Look at all them medals.
time has come for us to rendezvous with the Behemoth Squadron. The Hermes will be jumping into Loki, and will immediately rendezvous with the Centurion at Nav 1. Both carriers will then meet up with the Behemoth fleet at Nav 2, and begin our march to Kilrathi. The battle axe is about to jump ahead of us, and make sure the coast is clear. Following standard operating procedure, we're keeping elements from 4 squadrons on standby in case something should arise. Once we jump in, flanks from the Sparrowhawks, Bloodhounds, and Hell's Archers will proceed in a diamond pattern sweep around the fleet, while we provide close-in defense. Still, exercise or not, I want us to be flawless, sharp, and crisp. Understood? Good. Dismissed.
Okay, oh, I forgot to look at my loadout, but I think it just defaults to javelins, and that's fine. Is there a ceremony after the battle? Well, if there is, they sure don't show it. They do in TIE Fighter and X-Wing. Wait, I guess they do in the actual Wing Commander games as well. But not this one.
Oh my god in heaven! Ready, group! Launch now!
Hey, this ain't no rendezvous, this is an ambush!
Uh-oh.
Someone screwed up. Someone screwed up big time.
Get your 6! Evade! Evade!
Uh-oh.
Good job, son.
Anyone getting a reading on the Centurion? No trace, sir. Just lots of cats.
Understatement of the century,
don't.
phalanx.
Okay.
All units, second
Planet
strike
texture was
forces
ripped from
inbound.
NBA 2K.
All fighters. Commence
Planet
defense.
basketball.
Escorts form rear guard using maneuver epsilon for jump point delaying action. Once there's a large enough gap in the Kilrathi attack, we're plugging out.
Avatar's
I'm
fine
the hero
so
again,
far,
Werewolf. Not
unfortunately.
any hope left to speak of?
Sorry, bro. Fresh out.
Tighten it up, people. Stay on station. Here they come.
We're outnumbered. Roger that. Okay, you flea-ridden bastards. Which one of you do I kill first? It's no time for jokes.
Alright, well, let's take this seriously. The pilot with the least number of kills after the dust settles today buys the rest of us a round of drinks and pays off first place's bar tab. What do you think?
Now that is something to fight for, assassin. My belt can break someone's friendship.
Yeah, help Ninja in on this. Battle Royale, baby. Deal us all in.
Remember, ladies, last place may be buying, but there's still no points for
This
second.
is not going
Hey,
well.
damn it. See that one over there?
Which one?
Exactly. He's mine.
Reactors approaching critical.
It's a lot of bombers. I'm like finding everything just a bit too late. God, there's so many bombers. Oh, they got me by a missile shockwave. Well, guess I overextended myself. I think the missile actually didn't even hit me, but it like exploded near me. Can't skip this, huh? Too bad. Yeah, this seems tough, which, you know, could use that. The last few missions have been pretty easy. You cannot defeat the Drakai. Yeah, listen for launches and go for warheads. The only problem is...
Oh my god, in heaven! Ready, group. Launch now!
Doesn't necessarily always,
Someone's
not always the easiest thing to target them, even with the bomber button, because I'm like closer to the bombers. But I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to back off a bit.
Yeah, now I can respect that.
Anyone getting a reading of the Tuturian? No trace, sir. Just lots and lots of cats.
Understatement of the century, Phalanx.
Think I got it?
All units.
Just let the warheads come to me. Okay.
All fighters, immense fleet
Although that worked out pretty
escorts
well.
form rear guard using maneuver epsilon for jump point delaying action. Once there's a large enough gap in the Kilrathi attack, we're plugging out.
Time to play hero again, Grey Wolf. Got any hope left to
Hold
speak
on,
of?
I gotta press the let me see the HUD button. Always gotta remember.
Tighten it up, people. Stay on station. Here they come.
We're outnumbered. Roger that. Okay, you flea-rid bastards. Which one of you do I kill first? It's no time for jokes.
Alright, then let's take this seriously. The pilot with the least number of kills after the dust settles today buys the rest of us a round of drinks, and pays off first place as bar tab. What do you think?
Now that is something to fight for, Assassin. My bill can break someone's credit chip.
Oh yeah, Count Ninja in on this. Battle Royale, baby. Steal us all in.
Remember, ladies, last place may be buying, but there's still no points for
I
second.
think we got most of those before they hit. Kinda hard to tell
See that
sometimes.
one over there?
Which one?
Exactly. He's mine.
Long live the Confederacy.
Well, they're toast. Oh, the screen shake. Nope. No, they... Yeah, it's pretty tough to intercept those missiles. I feel like I'm almost better off just trying to kill as many of the bombers as I can, even if they get some off. There's really a lot of you shooting at him. I feel like he should be dead by now, but okay.
Captain, attack wave has been repulsed. Sensors indicate another strike on approach. They won't be on us for a few minutes.
Finally, gap in their attack. All ships make preparations for withdrawal. Miss Sweeney, start bringing our pilots in.
Sparrowhawks, you're first in the queue.
It's about time. Falling back, Hawks!
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I have to go with them. Let's see. Hold close until recall. Yeah, the Hermes has seen better days, but it's okay.
New group coming in.
Someone out there really doesn't like us.
Our friends was right. This is a much more worthy target than that small piece of Harak the Terrans call a carrier.
Thank you.
This one shall not escape. Let their blood flow freely.
Oh, well, did it again. Overextended. Okay, yeah. So, I really do have to hang back. I think what I'll do is put more into guns, but play it safer. I mean, it's not a... well, I guess it is unfair that we're the last out. I mean, that was a lot more than 1v6. That was like a 1v15, because that was like multiple groups.
Oh my god in heaven! Ready group, launch now!
Hey, this ain't no rendezvous. This is an ambush.
Someone screwed up.
X4, I have not played X4, but I did try to play X2 and X3.
Watch out. There's a guy in your 6.
Anyone getting a reading on the Centurion? No trace, sir. Just lots of cats.
understatement of the century, Phalanx.
Okay, so far so good.
All units.
Don't be a one-man army. Yeah.
All fighters.
I gotta
advance fleet defense. Escorts form rear guard using
avoid
epsilon for
the
jump point delaying
maniac
action.
strategy,
Once there's a large enough gap in the Kilrathi attack,
even though it
let me
usually
out.
does work. Yep, the only
hero
hit
again,
point
Grey
that
Wolf.
matters is the
Got any
last
hope
one.
left to speak of?
Sorry, bro. Fresh out.
Tighten it up, people. Stay on station. Here they come.
We're outnumbered. Roger that. Okay, you flea-rid bastards. Which one of you do I kill first?
Whoa, he just
No time for jokes. Alright.
on a collision
Let's take
course
this
with me.
serious. The pilot with the least number of kills after the dust settles today buys the rest of us a round of drinks and pays off first place as bar
Okay,
tab.
let's
What
just
do you
get
think?
one kill and then run.
Now that is something to fight for, assassin. My help break someone's friendship. Okay,
Oh yeah, count Ninja in on this. Battle Royale, baby. Deal us all in.
remember, ladies, last place may be buying, but there's still no points for second. Hey, damn it. See that one over there?
Which one?
Exactly. He's mine.
Reactor's approaching critical.
And yeah, it's, I don't know if like trying to chase down the missiles is a workable strategy. Damn it.
Okay, Furball. You're starting to piss me off.
Well, I'm not doing great on this one. So many bombers.
Captain, attack wave has been repulsed. Sensors indicate another strike on approach.
Oh no, it's
Won't be
laggy
on us for
now?
a few minutes.
Finally, gap in their attack. All ships make preparations for withdrawal. Miss Sweeney, start bringing our pilots in.
Sparrowhawks, you're first in the queue.
It's about time. Ollie back, Hawks.
Yeah, this is Loki 4, or Loki 4, depending on which character you ask. As in the behemoth ambush that happens in Wing Commander 3? It's probably during.
New group coming in.
I think it's probably being destroyed as we speak.
Our friends was right. This is a much more worthy target than that small piece of Harak the Terrans call a carrier.
Thank you.
This world shall not escape. Let their blood flow freely.
Okay, I'm just gonna hang out and kill these fighters.
Okay, Furball. You're starting to
For a
piss
bit.
me off.
Hell's Archers, you are ordered to land.
You heard her. Return to base.
Okay, are we Hell? No, we're not Hell's Archers. We're Edgelord Squadron, the Mud Sharks. Okay, gotta be careful. Oh, my hull's not doing too well.
Bloodhounds, withdraw to the Hermes. Mud Sharks, cover them while they land.
You are the lady sharks. We get all
We're
the
gonna
fun.
be literally the last ones out. It doesn't seem to take very many torpedoes to kill a capital ship, except for like the really huge ones. Okay, I think I made it. Okay, I guess I gotta like actually make it to the hangar bay, and then it'll say we're done.
be his first to jump. Hermes will be next once our last squadron has landed. Jones will cover the rear.
Okay.
This is the Olympia. We're not turning tail with the Hermes still under attack, sir.
Power up your jump drives, Captain. That is an order.
Roger, sir. Plotting jump solution.
Okay, so, I mean, presumably we'd be going with the Hermes, so we're not going to be
Got bombers coming
last.
in, at least as many as the first wave.
Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I need to not do that. Wow, there's a lot of... Oh, 2% hull integrity, huh? Yeah, I need to, like, give myself more shields. Oh. Damn. Well, they got the 1% that mattered. Well, guess we're gonna be here a while. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, I gotta put more into shields. But yeah, this is a tough one. Big difficulty spike. Although maybe it doesn't matter so much how many torpedoes get through. Like, it might just be, you know, you're supposed to lose.
Launch now!
Hey, this ain't no rendezvous, this is an ambush! Someone screwed up. Someone screwed up big time.
For jump point delaying action. Once there's a large enough gap in the Kilrathi attack, we're plugging out.
Time to play hero again, Grey Wolf. Got any hope left to speak of?
Sorry, bro. Rush out.
Sorry, bro.
Tighten it up, people. Stay on station. Here
My
they go.
cat Cheshire has come to distract me.
Roger that. Okay, you flea-ridden bastards.
This is gonna be even harder.
Which one of you do I kill first? It's no time for jokes.
Alright, well, let's take this serious. The pilot with the least number of kills after the dust settles today buys the rest of us a round of drinks, and pays off first place's bar tab. What do you think?
Now that is something to fight for, Assassin. My bill can break someone's credit chip. And that was just a lucky...
Oh yeah, Count Ninja in on this. Battle Royale, baby. Deal us all in.
Remember, ladies, last place may be buying, but there's still no points for second. Hey, Sandman, see that one over there? Which one? Exactly. He's mine.
Rip those guys.
Sandman, that was brilliant.
Okay, Furball, you're starting to piss me off.
Yeah, I intercepted at least one. I feel like the tanks, or I mean the ships of this game are pretty tanky. There's always got to be a balance, you know, with how easy they are to hit, which they are relatively easy to hit. They move pretty slowly, and how many hits they could take. But I think I'd prefer ships that are a little faster, but take a few less hits. Yep. Cheshire may have Kilrathi sympathies, but he did just kind of give up and go to sleep, so I guess she's like Hobbs. TIE fighters, yeah. TIE fighter makes a good enemy.
Captain, attack wave has been repulsed. Sensors indicate another strike on approach. They won't be on us
These
for a
guys
few
are
minutes.
tanky even compared to X-Wings and Y-Wings.
Gap in their attack. All ships make preparations for withdrawal. Miss Sweeney, start bringing our pilots in.
Sparrowhawks, you're first in the queue.
It's about time. Volley back, Hawks.
TIE fighter when it's, you know, it's coming, but it'll be a while. Yeah, Y-wings are OP. Yeah, it's all about those ion cannons. It's kind of just an OP concept.
New group coming in.
Someone out there really doesn't like us.
Our prince was right. This is a much more worthy target than that small piece of Harak the Terrans call a carrier.
Thank you.
This worthless shall not escape. Let their blood flow freely.
Those archers, you are ordered to land.
You heard her. Return to base.
TCS Fletcher, we're badly damaged.
Bloodhounds,
no,
draw
no.
to the Hermes. Blood sharks, cover them while they land.
Those turrets
You and the
are
lady sharks,
unfortunate.
We get all the fun.
Okay. Well, I'm not doing too hot. Is there a game called Y-Wing? Maybe, you know, a fan-made game on like the TRS-80. There's like a million random Star Wars games for those old computers that no one's ever heard of. Well, 5% is higher than 2%. What are you guys doing? Kill this guy already. So I can't really just like get behind them and start shooting when there's like a huge group of bombers, because they're all just gonna hit me with their back turrets and it just overwhelms me.
Olympia's first to jump. Hermes will be next once our last squadron has landed. Jones will cover the rear.
So
This is the Olympia. We're not turning tail with the Hermes
might
still under
have
attack,
to
sir.
just try to intercept
Captain.
torpedoes.
That is an order.
Roger, sir.
'Cause
Flying
I-
jump solution.
Cannot afford to just go after them when they're all together like that.
We got bombers coming in, at least as many as the first wave.
The content ain't theirs to attack.
Want a B-Wing game? I mean, that exists. It's the expansion for X-Wing. Oh, I am in danger. I am in danger. If I can get behind them, I could at least shove some missiles up their tailpipe. Yeah.
Sweetie, start countdown to jump sequence if you please.
Jump transit in 90 seconds. Mud sharks, land immediately.
No can do, Hermes. We still have more than our fair share of cats out here.
Doesn't matter. You've done all you can. Move it.
Yeah, you're right. I have done all I can.
Holy shit, where did it come from? Damn it. Major Delaney's down. All remaining mud sharks. Get the hell out of here. Sandman. Get back down on that deck.
Way ahead of you there, buddy.
Mission complete.
Oh, man.
Where should I begin? What can I say? Operation Behemoth will go down as one of the worst military disasters in history. I learned a lesson during these dark times. Now can I say that I've seen war, its horror, its brutality.
The horror.
It's hard judgment upon those who deserve it, and those who didn't. Why is it that I'm alive, but others so much more skilled and talented than me aren't? I asked myself that question over and over, and I don't think I'll have an answer to that anytime soon. But in all of this, I have learned something. There are no heroes in war, only survivors.
Well, except for one. There's one hero. But, we don't get to meet him.
We lost most of our battle group and barely escaped Loki by the skin of our teeth. And that is what passes for good news. We've received word that Prince Thrakath led a sneak attack against the Behemoth and destroyed her. Luckily, the victory escaped. On the other side of the coin, though, headquarters has still not regained contact with the Centurion. As you might imagine, the Confed High Command is in a state of disarray after this huge setback. Right now, they're taking the time to outline a new strategy for the front. We can't go off half-cocked after what just went down. Until we receive new orders, the Hermes is going to heave to for some quick field repairs at Bluepoint Station. With the recent combat losses and no replenishment in sight, I'll be using the time to reorganize this fighter wing into something combat-ready. Until this has been drawn up, though, we'll proceed with the current arrangement. Squadron assignments will be posted within the hour. Dismissed.
Whoops. Alright.
Sandman, with Avatar still in medical and 8-Ball in critical condition, you and Psychopath are the only pilots from the 564th available for duty. Our picket is reporting that the Kilrathi have finally decided to grow a pair and come after us. We have one heavy carrier and escorts closing in, and we've set up all available fighters to meet them. Bluepoint Station received some new fighters, but they're still in need of some pilots. Your Thunderbolts are still in repair. So take a wild guess where you come in. Because of our short numbers,
just
you
me
two
and
get to play fire
Psychopath.
brigade,
Just the way we
reinforcing
want
hot
it.
spots where other squads can't cut it. Commander Sweeney will be relaying your orders to you. But until then, you launch and provide a reinforced cap for the Hermes and Bluepoint Station. Understood? Good. Then let's go.
Oh no. Well, so we got a saber. What? IR, pilot, friend or foe. Guess I'll just go with the default loadout.
You're cleared for launch.
Oh, this thing is fast.
Shark Alpha. One of our units is engaged with a Corvette squadron. I'm transmitting coordinates now.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, that does look like the saber. Green saber. Just like my mom's used to drive.
We hear you guys bit off a little more than you can chew.
We can trade snide remarks later, Lieutenant. Give us a hand.
The convict ain't dares to attack.
Well, this thing actually seems alright. This thing actually seems pretty good. Alright, but... I'm surprised no one tried to do, like, I mean, well... I say that, I guess somebody did do GTA in space, sort of, is Scrapland. That miss? Well, that's unfortunate. Who is hitting me? These turrets? I like got a little too close and the missile went past it. The guns being too wide apart is I think still an issue. And yeah, saber shields are seem like garbage. God, lock on already.
Go back to your mama. Oh, wait. You can't, because you're dead.
Somebody
That's the
tried.
last of them. Area secured.
I think you've worn out your welcome here,
They're
Lieutenant.
flying Arrow
One of the
versus
other
a
groups just
Corvette.
requested
Yeah, because you could do that
Why don't you go over there
afterburner
and bother
slide
them?
or glide.
Proceed to next waypoint.
So this thing still has issues. Yeah, Scrapland did get remastered, but and I was looking at it, but it's kind of overpriced, I think.
Fine if Beaker-headed
In my
monitor
opinion,
crusher
anyway.
wasn't riding the crazy chair at our last nav point. Think you can even the odds of it?
But I'm sure it'll go on sale eventually.
That was a pretty cool kill.
This thing's guns seem really powerful. It's not all bad. I did that on purpose, although I probably shouldn't, because I think when you crash,
Alpha and
it
Foxtrot.
takes some of your
The
hull
John Paul
integrity,
Jones
even if
has
your
requested
shields
some
don't get
fighter cover,
depleted.
and you guys are the closest. Your
And
flights will
board
proceed
games
as
that are
one.
space sims, probably not. I'm not
Alright,
much of
well,
a
we
board
had better
game
get
guy.
started. We will, of course, be later than usual, since you two are considerably slower.
Up yours, ninja. At least I'll still be standing when the gunfire
Up
stops.
yours.
Proceed to next
Yes,
waypoint.
he's back to his edgelord self. That damn fourth Chaos Emerald.
Sensors picking up a Kilrathi light cruiser and lots of fighters. Easy pickings.
We're gonna nail that sucker up close. Engine room, ready to
Probably, maybe
Arrows,
get some more
those
shields.
fighters off our backs. Sandman, we get to cover the tin can. You still have torpedoes, right? Watch out, there's a guy in your six.
I'll be damned. That was a pretty cool kill.
Saber definitely seems like a get in and get out kind of deal. You do not have the shields to just like stick around the way you can with the longbow. Did I just make a stabbing joke? Oh no, not me. Oh. God, everyone wants to fly at me. Okay, so this is gonna be a problem. Can I go in the hangar bay? Does it have a hangar bay? It does not have a hangar bay. Oh, it does? Okay. Hole in the aft. Oh, there it is. It's like recessed into the hull of it. Oh, this is a... I don't know about this one. Because I can't fly out of it. Or, you know... It leaves me kind of vulnerable.
Suicidal after all. Sensors are picking up some activity off our starboard flank. Hermes have relayed request that you check it out.
Roger. All units. Set course for Nav 4.
Proceed to next waypoint.
10% hull. I mean, that's even better than 5%. And I made it with 5% last time.
Thank God you're here. We're in serious trouble.
Hermes, we got a large bomber strike inbound your position. We could use a few more bodies out here.
Few
I'll see
more
what I can do,
bodies
Lieutenant.
out here. Picking targets that are already getting shot down.
Damn it! They are sending every fighter in their armada.
Anyone order some backup? Ellingson and his merry men are the best swing you could scare up, eh? We're so screwed.
Do these assholes ever stop breeding?
Actually, Kilrathi reach maturity a lot faster than humans. It's actually quite interesting. The female...
Phalanx, shut up.
what I'm worried about. Like this thing that just pelts you with its turret while you're stuck there just shooting it because it's so tanky. Sabers maybe not the best thing for fighting these sword thacks.
Hermes, inbound threat has been neutralized. Requesting permission to return to base.
Your day is not over yet, pilots. Sensors have picked up more inbound fighters. Proceed to Nav 5 and intercept them.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, do you get in a spaceship in a Sonic Racing transformed?
This is so not cool.
Maybe in the new one?
I think I agree with you there.
All fighters, welcome to the party.
I shall beat your heart and spit it out, Dan.
I think I'm running out. It's hard to tell because of the UI, but I'm running out of Afterburner. So I gotta be sparing with it. Starlink Battle for Atlas. I was really disappointed in that game when I tried it, and then I found out that it's not really a space sim, or well, I mean it kind of is, I guess, but like you spend most of your time like on planets flying a hovercraft, which is like that is not what I wanted. Like the part where you fly, you know, a spaceship in space or even over a planet is like not that much of it.
You guys, but I'm starting to run low on everything.
Hey, anyone got any slingshots? I mean, we can take
I didn't
that,
realize that the
get
different
some
ships
help,
had different amounts of fuel.
You know, fight the Kilrathi back. It's the best way, huh?
You know what? The Saber sucks. It even has less fuel than everything else. I mean, I guess you're not supposed to just, you know, fly entirely with your afterburners, but like all the other ships could do that. What's the Saber's problem? Huh. In an arcade game from Japan, Sonic flies a fighter ship into space. So what's the game called? It's not a Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, is it?
To base.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah. Sonic Cosmo Fighter.
God damn it! They broke through to the Hermes!
Fighters, give us cover. We're going in.
So this is a problem. I'm not really in any condition to do much of anything. So good luck, guys. You'll need it. Okay, I guess I could try and intercept these cap ship missiles. Made the missile launch sound, but it must have been
Weapons free.
destroyed.
All craft stay out of our firing arc.
Okay, I don't know where your firing arc is, but okay. Oh, there's a predator. Apparently these are like really good for nailing capital, or for nailing, yeah, torpedoes and such. I think the projectiles like fly fast. That's what's going on here. This thing's got really good guns. That's mainly what it has going for it. And I guess 2 torpedoes.
Excellent maneuver.
Mission complete.
Bravo, Zulu guys. You embody the new do more with less motto of the Hermes. We now believe that Nefil is kitty-free again.
It does have that huge gap.
Guys. It's about time, too. We lost
Which I
quite
complained
a
a lot
few more
about.
good people today to keep the system under
Wing
contract
Commander
control,
2.
though.
Damn, we already had to scrape things together as they were.
We'll make do. We always have, and we always will. Mudshark Alpha, you are clear to land.
It's time for the Wing Commander 1 Scimitar. Oh, land on Bluepoint Station. Whoops. Oh. There goes my afterburner fuel. 20, you can still start it up for like a second. When will this end? This mission or this game? I feel like we're in the last, let's say, 20% of this game, and this mission.
Hell of a
is
day
over
out
right
there,
now.
people. I'm sure the citizens of Nefil are breathing a large sigh of relief right now. Today, our task force accounted for the destruction of over 100 fighters, 7 corvettes,
It's
5
alright.
destroyers, and 2 cruisers.
Saber is
The
a bit
carrier
of an
which launched the
unbalanced
attack, which
craft.
we just identified as the KIS
But
Topazk, our
as in
longtime
it just
friend,
has, like,
withdrew from the system.
awkward
Not too shabby for a
properties.
battered carrier sporting half its fighter complement and 2 crippled escorts. Speaking of which, I've rearranged the squadron assignments to give us a fighting chance till we can be fully resupplied.
Yes, much better than Wing Commander 2. It's got really powerful guns, which are fun to use.
Which will officially be disbanded. Its surviving members will be transferred to other squads. Other pilots shifting assignments will find their new orders posted on the flight roster. We also have some new orders. Intelligence has determined that the Kilrathi have slowly been pulling their forces out of Loki over the past 2 days. HQ has ordered the Hermes make a quick spin through Loki, searching for signs of survivors and gathering any intel we can on the fate of the Centurion. We still have not heard anything about our sister ship since just before the Behemoth went belly up. We'll be jumping back into Loki just as soon as our minesweeper units arrive. Make all necessary preparations, and those assigned to new squadrons, make sure to contact your new CO by 1800 hours. Dismissed.
Settle down, people. For all
Whoa,
who don't
this
know
guy's
me,
eyes
I'm Major
are
Hermes.
a little,
For those new to our little outfit,
weird.
I want to officially welcome you to
Got
the
that
William Tell
1,000-yard
Squadron.
stare.
We pride ourselves in our work, gentlemen. Since I've taken over this bunch of misfits, we have had the highest accuracy and most capital ship kills in the Vega Sector fleet. I don't expect that to change too much. Understand? Good. Now, let's get down to business.
He's seen some
As you
shit.
know, we've jumped back into Loki to search for survivors and try to determine the fate of the Centurion. With our depleted flight wing, everyone is pulling recon duty, including our bombers, so we will have some strike power out in the field to handle anything a little too big for the fighters to take out. Call it a little revenge streak if you will. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Avatar, you and Sandman will be Alpha. Phalanx and Grey Wolf from the Burma Tigers will join you in escort in Gulf Wing. You'll take this standard 3-point patrol route that will lead you back to the Hermes. Keep your eyes and sensors peeled for anything that might be of interest. Officially, you are to report back to base on the double if you encounter any heavy resistance. The Hermes is in no condition to be pulled into a large-scale fight. Unofficially, I won't frown on you too much if you pop a few torpedoes in a cap ship before turning tail. But if you can't kill it fast, do not engage. Hipshot and Snipes will be Bravo. You two will...
Perform a standard 3-point patrol. Oh, we're back in the longbow. I guess the saber was just for that one mission.
William Tell Alpha, you are cleared for launch.
Back in the seat of a longbow again. Ah, one of the few fighters I wish my qualifications had expired on.
What are you talking about? You get 4 torpedoes in this thing.
Right idea to load torpedoes on this giant lawn dart. They should be strung up.
Well, at least they transferred us to another Hellcat squadron. I couldn't stand flying one of those big things.
Set course for Nav 1 and ease off on the radio chatter. We are already the least stealthy recon group in history without broadcasting to the world we're here.
Proceed to next waypoint.
We've adopted Avatar, unfortunately.
This area is clean, sir.
Proceed to next waypoint.
I'm picking up fighters.
No shit, Sherlock.
Keep digging, Watson.
I'm flying a longbow. Oh, I turned so slow though.
There's the fighter on your 6.
do wish they just let you do the glide in any ship. I mean, that is how, you know, physics actually works in space. Oh man, it takes so long to turn. I'm the Avatar. I know what I'm doing.
This is a little strange. I'm picking up several cap ships from very long range. Like they were being lit up by an active sensor array.
I guess the cats don't care about laying low.
They really have no need to. They don't know we're back in the system. They have
I
to be
mean,
looking
Avatar's
for
back, but he's all business.
We gotta check it out. We
So
won't know unless we do a little digging.
it's not so bad.
Hermes Command, we picked up an active radar signature that seems to be really interested in something at the edge of our scopes. We're breaking our recon patrol to check it out.
Roger that. Proceed.
Proceed to next waypoint.
I mean, I'll give him some rope, even if he hangs himself with it. If he's just gonna shut up and do his job.
Take out that destroyer. We'll take care of the fighters.
Oh man, I am so creaky and slow. So, they are right to complain about that. Whoops.
Sandman, you got a bogey on your 6.
Yeah, that was weird. Sometimes it takes like way longer to lock on than other times. I wonder what's going on there. If like the process gets reset without me noticing or something, because like I way underestimated or overestimated the time it would take. Get there. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Okay.
Damn, whatever's pinging away over there is putting out a lot of power. My passive sensors are going crazy.
I think I have their position triangulated now. Let's use this asteroid field
Energy
as
to
cover for our
engines.
approach.
I mean,
Whatever's over there will see us coming a sector away
I'm
if we
flying,
don't.
just flying with
Everybody
afterburners.
shut down all non-essential systems, including your sensors. We can go
'Cause
dark and use the bogey's active search
When you
against
use
them.
afterburners,
He's
it
lighting the whole
takes you
area
to the
up like a
same
Christmas
speed
tree.
regardless
We'll
of
be coming out
how
his blind side.
much power you have to engines, so you can kind of get away with just putting no power to engines, as long as you don't run out of fuel.
Proceed to next waypoint.
So it's locking onto targeted subsystems instead of hull. So wait, which is the fast one, the subsystems or the hull?
calibrating Confederation IFF beacons in the asteroid field.
Confed fighters, state your unit and home carrier.
We're from the Hermes. I see you're playing hard to get, huh?
Something like that.
Oh,
Since you're all
okay.
here, maybe you can give us a hand.
This game doesn't really have much in the way of like buttons for targeting subsystems, though. Like, oh, I guess you could do Alt S to turn off targeting of subsystems. Just do that up. Why don't I just go in the cargo? I just did this. Being protected by their own shields.
He's hurting me, but only because he loves me, right?
Wow. Avatar always knows the right thing to say. No, thrown off target by screen shake. Oh, it's targeting the stupid launcher. Okay.
What's your squadron, TCS talent?
18th Cruiser Destroyer Group, Task Force 37, 3rd Fleet, formerly of the Centurion Battle Group.
Where's the Centurion?
Gone. History. Vaporized. In the next dimension. Get it? We're all that's left.
Dusted.
Damn.
Destroyed.
Well,
Blown up.
Don't have to worry about 3 of their cap ships anymore. What do you say we get
Deleted.
out of here before we attract any more attention?
Yeah, let's go before some manly, horny war beast wishes to ravish these young, nubile.
Oh, he's back to his old
All
tricks.
fighters, initiate autopilot link with the warships and set course for home.
Unfortunately, Avatar is still Avatar. the warships. So well, this is taking a while. Yeah.
Autopilot link established. Proceed to next waypoint.
Feel like they could have just not had us do that. Could have just had it say, just press the autopilot button and go to the next part. Don't need to spend like over a minute burning to get to the carrier, to whatever that ship is. Oh, we could put the
But only because he loves me, right?
that like new collection of music that came out. I don't know. I mean, they might just be like OGG Vorbis files in the folder. I haven't looked for the music tracks. Or VPS, I guess. So you just have to figure out how to convert them to that.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Okay, there's tutorials for that.
Mission complete.
I haven't found
Hermes,
it to
we
be
brought home a
too
few
bad. I
rebel
mean, there's like
refugees.
spikes. There's definitely like a
Excellent
couple
work.
missions that
Well, I guess
are
that
way
means our
harder than
worst
the
fears are
others.
confirmed.
I'm playing on
Unfortunately,
easy,
yes.
which is the
The Centurion has
default
been
difficulty for whatever reason.
Damn. Well,
But
at least now we can
there's
put
an
the
easier
mind to the
difficulty
families
than
of all
that
those
too.
who were on board her at rest. Alpha, you are first in the chute. You have been cleared to land.
Like most of the missions are fine. It's just there's a couple, you know, maybe 3 or 4 outlier ones out of the like what 50 or so.
Nice job out there, pilots. I was a little leery about sticking 2 pilots without too much recent bomber experience on the same sortie, but you two performed admirably. Single-handedly taking out 2 destroyers and a heavy cruiser, and then finding the time to locate the surviving members of the Centurion group. Many more performances like this, and I may request your permanent transfer in my wing. Captain Moran was able to debrief the commander of the Vengeance and the Talon. We've been able to piece together the final moments of the Centurion, thanks in large to your efforts. According to this report, the Centurion was ambushed by a heavy carrier en route through Loki, on their way to rendezvous with our battle group. They fought a running battle towards the Torgo jump, but the Centurion was lost along the way. The remaining warships tried to continue, but had to hide out in the asteroid field you two found them in. At least now we can be sure. We are going to have a little downtime. The captain has launched a courier vessel to relay our findings to HQ in Torgo and request additional orders. The fighter squadron should be handling the majority of the duties till we hear back. I'll contact you if the situation changes.
All hands, this is Captain Moran. The Jim Bowie has rejoined our battle group
hey,
and brings
look.
us new orders.
There's John
The
Rhys
Behemoth, it
Davies.
seems, was not the Confederation's last chance to win the war outright. Special Operations has been working on their own doomsday project that might still turn the tide.
AKA
Due to the nature
Paladin.
of this new project, High Command has codenamed this campaign Operation Longshot. General Taggart from Special Operations...
Yeah,
will
that is
oversee
a
the
little
entire
weird
campaign.
how they got
The
that
7th Fleet has been ordered to render all
FMV
available
footage from
assistance.
Wing Commander
As it
3.
stands, for the time being, we will take our orders from General Taggart. The opening stages of Operation Longshot have been assigned to the Victory, where General Taggart has already set up his flag. Due to its classified nature, we will not know the exact details behind the Victory's continued mission here in Alcor until later. But Taggart has informed us that the Victory's success is an essential cog in the continued development of the new weapon, and that is why we are here. Over the past few days, the Victory has met some extremely stout resistance in Alcor. They have done an admirable job in dealing with the Kilrathi forces in the system, but to make sure the Kilrathi interference stops there, the 7th Fleet has lent the Hermes to General Taggart to provide secondary support to the Victory. Our carrier is to jump into the systems flanking Alcor to prevent any Kilrathi reinforcements from broaching the system. We are currently en route to Cairo. It appears we are once again running interference for an operation. Sector HQ has allowed us to incorporate the Centurion's former escorts into our own battle group. We will be getting replacement fighters, but they are currently in transit and will not be joining us for quite some time. This crew will no doubt handle the next few days of hardship just as courageously as you have handled the days since the Behemoth disaster. We will prevail. Once again, the fate of the Confederation depends on it. Moran out.
For those able to join us from the Centurion, welcome to the William Tell Squadron. We are all saddened by the loss of our sister ship. Hopefully the chance to take out a few cats will bring your spirits up a notch. We've been assigned to mine the jump points in and out of Alcor. The Victory is busy with her own business and we're heading out of this system. So, we're going to do our part to keep the Kilrathi away before we transit out. Alpha Wing has the next rotation. It will be Avatar, Sandman, and Honeybear. Your longbows will be configured to carry mines in lieu of your normal torpedoes. We are not expecting to see any cap ships out there, so we will round out your weapons load with missiles. You will be escorted by Bravo Wing, consisting of Psychopath and Grey Wolf from the Burma Tiger Squadron. Mine these 4 jump points, then get back. When you return, a fresh wing will pick up the mining where you left off. For those able to join us from the...
That's the wrong button.
Cleared to launch. So, Sandman, I didn't think I'll be flying with you again.
It'll be just like flight school over again, Honeybear.
Wait a second. Honeybear? Your call sign's Honeybear? You've got to be kidding, right?
Oh my god, he's
It's a
back.
long story.
Oh, I've got time for long stories. We could take all night and have you tell it to me. I'm a really good listener. Oh God, Avatar. Only you would hit on a woman at a time like this. Anytime, anywhere, anyway, any day, baby. A guy's gotta keep his priorities straight and his options open.
Avatar, any more comments like that over the comms, and you'll be sent to the captain's mast. Again. And just to make it clear, Avatar, I am not interested anytime, anywhere, anyway, or any day.
At least everyone else
Got shut down, Av.
is talking back.
Let's make this as painless as possible on my ears, people. Let's cut the crap and head to Nav 1.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Isn't Rebel Galaxy Outlaw like a prequel to Rebel Galaxy, and it's like the story of a character that's in the first Rebel Galaxy?
Want those scopes clear, people? Take out the cats.
That was my understanding of that game.
Really impressive.
Scope's clear.
Sandman
Okay,
is a
you
real
rubber
character.
duckies. Lay your eggs and let's go.
Let's move, Sandman.
Let's move. What do I need to link up? Oh, I have to mine it. Okay, where's the jump point? I don't know how, if they need you to be like specific. I am not seeing this jump point. Okay, jump point boy. Okay. There it is. I have not tried X-Wing VM yet, but I'm sure I will in good time. Okay. What do these mines look like? Let's see. Do I need to put more down?
Proceed to next waypoint.
Okay, there we go. On stream, well yeah, I'll put it as an option for people to vote for it. For a stream game. And it'll probably win.
Looks like we've attracted some more attention.
Let me show you what I've got, honey bear.
Did you not get the hint from everybody telling you to shut up, Avatar? Please.
Really impressive.
Yeah, they should probably just have those as like options for like some of the mechanics from the later games, like faster turn speed and you know, when slowing down, and laser convergence. I mean, maybe now that they've released it, they'll I mean, it sounds like they're sort of sticking to be very faithful, but you know, maybe they could add those in as options later. Haven't seen stealth fighters in a while. Oh, they do have an option for laser convergence, but not one for the turn speed thing. Oh, I have located a stealth fighter.
Proceed to next waypoint.
They've been here all along. Guess I walked into that one.
I'm reading the Loki jump point and nothing else. Looks like we are clear here. Let's drop our mines and move on.
Affirmative.
Oh yeah, sounds like they're not opposed to adding in options. It's probably just, you know, they gotta actually do it, which takes time.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Transports.
We've got traffic coming through the jump point. I read 2 freighters and a Thorthic escort.
Those freighters must have something important to have such a heavy escort. Alpha Wing, I'll handle the fighters. You take out those freighters before they get away.
Got their engines so they can't get away, which I think is really neat. You can do that.
Right, kid. Don't get cocky.
Get cocky.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, kiddies. All courtesy of the psychopath. Alpha Wing, drop your mines and let's move on.
Proceed to next waypoint.
I'm like always worried that I'm gonna like do something wrong with laying the mines and it won't consider them laid properly, but seems to work pretty well.
Whoa, we've got a baby flat top in the system.
We gotta nail this guy before it can
Baby
detect the
flat
Hermes.
top.
We'll take her down.
guys know you have no torpedoes, right? You know, no torpedoes, no big
Yeah.
boom,
We've
no
never
nuclear explosion,
taken down a
no
capital
massive
ship without
chase,
torpedoes
no
before.
big bright light that I could just point and laugh. You guys know that, right?
Thank you for pointing that out, Mr. Negative. As the old saying goes, though, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Why don't you just do us a favor and keep the fighters off our backs?
That's
so we
such
can
a
go out
horrible
of the
saying.
area while the crew is still in jump shot.
Oh yeah, if only we had some kind of device with which we could fling a projectile. Yeah, I could lay the mines. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I can do it. Whatever I was doing has done a number on my hull integrity, so I should probably be more careful. It's kind of hard to notice that. God, that look at how close that was to killing me. I turned around way too soon.
I second that. Thanks for the buzzkill, Sandman.
Oh, that was a bad idea. Because I was supposed to save those mines for the jump point. Hopefully it's okay with 2. It's also far away. Oh, thank God. Oh, that would have been terrible if I made it all the way here, only to realize I screwed myself. 1%er. It's the only one that matters.
Need clearance, TCS Hermes.
Roger that.
I'm the best biker.
You have clearance.
Okay, I need to be very careful when landing. So I'm just gonna try and stay well clear of the hull and turn my shields all the way up. killed by engine wash. You cannot autopilot land. That is not a thing in this game.
There's nothing normal about mine-laying missions, is there? The bomber wing that relieved you encountered no Kilrathi out there at all. You must have cleaned house and forced the other kiddies to lock themselves in the closet. I read Avatar's report about that little Kilrathi flat top. Your performance proves the Longbow's ability as a bomber, even when it's not loaded with torpedoes.
I'm imagining like the
Not only
technician
that,
touches the
it proved
ship
Longbow's
and it just
ability
falls
as a
apart.
fighter, something that it wasn't designed for. Grey Wolf and Psychopath both said that you guys did well in supporting them against the Kilrathi. We're leaving the Alcor system and moving closer to the Cairo jump point. In the meantime, get some rest. The fireworks will start soon enough. After that ambush in Loki, we're not going to repeat the same mistake jumping into Cairo. We don't have any intel assets in Cairo, so the scout role has been given to our squadron. I know that the Longbow wasn't designed to handle advanced scouting missions, but the fact that we've been asked to do this recon proves that it's all about the man, not the machine. Sandman, you and Honey Bear will be Alpha Wing. We outfitted your longbows with extra fuel tanks and a tarp spot. You will proceed to the Cairo jump point at Nav 1 and jump. Once you jump
Extra
in, you
fuel
will make
tanks,
a wide sweep of the surrounding area at
I wonder
Navs
if
1,
it's,
2, and
that's like
3.
actually a
Once you're
thing, if we
finished,
actually have
return
more
to
fuel.
the Hermes via the same jump point. Try to avoid enemy patrols and defenses as much as possible.
Oh yeah, this guy's
Remember
jacked.
that you will
I
have
didn't
no
notice that.
fighter escort, so if you encounter enemy fighters, you are on your own.
Alright.
Cleared to launch. Get back in one piece, you hear?
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Honey Bear, let's set course
All
to
the
the jump
mechanics have
point.
the same body. I
Roger.
could believe it. Just didn't notice it until now.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, there's
Follow
definitely a
my lead.
little
Powering up jump
weirdness with
engines.
the Oh, I guess the extra fuel tank is for these jumps we're doing. Yeah, there's a little weirdness with the character models, but you know, is a space sim. Important part is the spaceships. They can just turn up the gravity like Dragon Ball.
Triangulating our position. Jump coordinates confirmed. Looks like no one's here.
Let's start our sweep.
Proceed to next waypoint.
We have incoming bandits. 2 Thorthics on intercept course.
Okay, well, I don't want to waste my fuel. And there's no rush, so... Okay. This has unique music. So I guess one of these guys is an ace? I would think it would be kind of hard to be an ace Sorthak pilot. Not really an ace ship, if you catch my drift.
That was really impressive.
Now, what's Wing Leader? Is that the name of that, like, fan-made Star Wars, like, dogfight animation? Powered Day Wing Leader. Huh. I guess this thing is pretty maneuverable compared to a longbow. Oh, a Unity port of Wing Commander. Huh.
Scanning the system. Big Kilrathi presence here. I'm also picking up the starbase.
Anything else?
Minefields, fixed turrets, the usual.
Scanning complete. Let's move.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, that's a good choice, not using sprites for the big ships. How far along is that one?
We've got 3 Kilrathis on approach. Get ready!
I'm so slow. Just dragging this ship to its target. Okay, so it's pretty early, but there is at least sort of a playable demo kind of thing where you can spawn in waves of ships. I do not want to have to fight target darkets in this thing. This might take a while. Or they might just be stupid and let me kill them quickly. Wow, what the hell was that?
That was really impressive.
That was... I am not impressed by whatever you did.
Carrier in the system. It's a big sucker.
Confirm, 1 carrier. Is it picking us up?
Doesn't seem to be. Scanning complete. Let's move.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Scanner's on. I'm reading a distress call. I'm not getting a clear message, but it's definitely Confederation.
What are Confed ships doing here? Where's the location?
On the other side of that nav point, there's major jamming in that region too. I don't know, but let's check it out. How's our fuel?
Good enough. Let's move.
Proceed
We got
to
plenty of
next
fuel.
waypoint.
All units, they've sent another wave. Stay frosty.
Oh, Jesus, it's blood mist. All batteries, fire, fire,
It's
fire!
blood mist. Oh, there's the ace. There goes the anime chick.
All power to guns!
Is that the best you've got, Blood Mist? Get some.
Excuse me.
Leaf Eater. That's a new one.
Batman, let's, get the hell
Fun
out
of
of
us
here.
for not being carnivores.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Reactors going critical. All hands, abandon ship. All hands, abandon ship.
Too late. That was really impressive.
There's at least one left. Or, I guess not. Huh. I'm gonna try and save my missiles for the ace. Whoops. Is that my own turret shooting them? Is this another infamous mission?
Sensor pods are picking up lots of radio traffic and patrols now. Everyone knows we're here. We're screwed.
Where's Blood Mist?
He probably retreated back to his ship. About time we retreat back to ours.
Roger that. Let's go.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Looks like they don't want us to get away.
We have to hit the jump point.
So, we just go to the jump point? I have not played Strike Vector. I'm actually not familiar with it. This would not have worked in Privateer. They had like different music for the dogfighting for some reason.
Whew, what a rush.
Damn, that was
Okay, I'm
freaking
gonna guess
close.
Blood Mist came with
let's
us.
set course back to the Hermes. She should be close by.
There he is.
Damn it, Blood Mist followed us back. Hermes, we're being pursued by Kilrathi forces. Send help immediately. This is Alpha. We're under attack. Send reinforcements. We can't pick up the Hermes. She's not responding.
That's it. I'm through running. Let's take him down.
Blood Mist, you're going down.
Got him.
That was really a good kill.
See, this is why I gotta save all my elixirs for the final boss. So that I could just drink them all in quick succession. Luckily, I had more missiles than God. Oh.
Heads up, Sandman. Looks like our friends are entering the system.
Hermes Control, we are facing 4 warships now. We could use a little help.
Alpha Wing, hang tight. We're sending support. Stay clear of our missiles.
Okay, they're gonna launch missiles.
Cavalry's here, ready to save your backside.
Yeah. It's funny, because yeah, most of the missions are like pretty easy, but then they have those spike ones that scare me off of the higher difficulties. Okay, where are those missiles, huh? I guess, you know, they take time. There they are. Maybe I should be shooting the turrets, because I think those missiles are getting shot down. Yeah, better to just keep things moving along when streaming.
original mission. Looks like it's wrapping up. Alpha Wing, return to base. You've done more than your share today.
Proceed to next waypoint. Mission complete.
Yeah, sounds like blood mist could sometimes give people trouble, but
Thanks to you, the Kilrathi
not if you
will
use
muster up
all
1/8
the
short.
missiles.
Good riddance. You're cleared to land.
That's why I like to save them for a rainy day.
The Colonel just found out that your mission was twofold. It was also to investigate the disappearance of the 35th Escort Cruiser Squadron, which was sent to Cairo to support the Hermes. Looks like those cap ships bit off more than they could chew, and needless to say, we won't be getting their support. As a Pyrrhic victory, Command says you off that pain-in-the-ass blood mist. Pilots like him are why I consider bomber races more destructive to the war effort than fighter races. When a fighter race scores a kill, he takes out 1 human life, maybe 2. When a bomber race does the same, he vaporizes hundreds or thousands of lives. The Jimboe intercepted and decoded a long-range transmission sent from Kilrathi to the carrier KIS Knathar, summoning him back to Kilrathi. I don't know what's going on, but I hate to be the captain of that carrier, or he has to answer to the Emperor concerning the death of Blood Mist. As a result, we'll be taking advantage of this time window to launch a blitzkrieg assault on the starbase. The information you brought back will prove useful for planning our next strategy.
Oh, these annoying Windows features
Ladies and
where
gentlemen,
things will
8 hours
pop
ago,
up.
the Hermes and her battle group jumped into the Cairo
You
system.
mouse over them.
As you may recall, the Cairo system has always held a significant strategic importance. It is rich in resources and was home to a major Confederation naval base
I'll let this
before it fell to
briefing
the Kilrathi
play,
5 years ago.
but I won't
It
be
is
able to do
situated
the mission
in an ideal
tonight.
location along several important jump routes, allowing for rapid deployment of ships, equipment, and material from the naval base there. It was a heavy blow to us when we lost the system, and the Kilrathi have been taking advantage of its resources ever since. Confed has decided it is time to take the system back. We expect that the Kilrathi will put up a considerable fight, and we have every reason to believe that they have a strong military presence in the system, even with the withdrawal of the KIS Knathar back to Kilrathi. While we may not know the full extent of Kilrathi forces in Cairo, the recon mission flown by Lieutenants Markham and Hasselbeck has provided us with clear
I
and
don't
detailed
consider it a
information
slog.
about the Cairo
It's
star
just
base
long.
and its defenses. As a result,
But, you
we are
know,
now in
it's
the
only a
process of
slog
planning
if
an
you're not
assault designed
enjoying
to neutralize
yourself.
those defenses. We know it's going to be a tough fight, but we aren't going in blind, and we can be prepared for what we will face. This is why we fly recon, and Lieutenants Markham and Hasselbeck are to be commended for their thorough work. I have no doubt that some of you are wondering how our battle group will take the system. Indeed, a strike force consisting of 1 carrier and 4 warships seems like a rather minimal force for such an operation. We were scheduled to receive reinforcements for this operation consisting of 3 Savannah-class cruisers, the TCS Glasgow, the TCS Gloucester, and the TCS Liverpool. However, all 3 of these ships have been destroyed by Kilrathi assaults led by the Ace Blood Mist. Confed has decided that rather than have us wait for more reinforcements to become available, we should proceed with what they termed a parsimonious strike. We are to use our limited forces to strike at key elements of the Kilrathi's forces in Cairo to disrupt their infrastructure and make their position in the system unsustainable, thus forcing them to abandon the system. In other words, we are required to do more with less. We will have to fight both harder and smarter and take some calculated risks. Therefore, discipline and adherence to orders is of the utmost importance in this operation, and I expect both from all of you. Dismissed.
The Hermes jumped into the Cairo system 8 hours ago. The Kilrathi currently control this system with primary command and control located in a major starbase, which just happens to be our primary target. Since the KS Knathar battle group has withdrawn from the system, we're going to exploit the lack of significant cover for the base to launch our assault. We're not going to go pussyfooting around with any of the remaining cap ships, we're going straight for the heart. Based on Sandman's recon data, the area around the base is very well guarded with multiple fighter squadrons and gun platforms, and is also protected on several sides by some fairly dense asteroid fields. There are several cap ships docked for repairs and refitting, but currently none of them are active. Should they power up and join the fight, things will get a lot more interesting. So we have to move fast to prevent that from happening. We made quite a lot of noise entering this system, so there's no doubt we got the Kilrathi's attention. Colonel Walker will lead several wings of fighters on a deliberate route around the asteroid fields as a diversion. Once we receive word that Kilrathi are sending out a welcoming committee for our diversionary force, a strike team will launch from the Hermes and proceed through the asteroid fields for a more covert strike on the starbase. We will enter the asteroid field at Nav 1 to screen our approach from Kilrathi's sensors. We will stay within the field as long as possible, and then make a straight high-speed run at the base at Nav 2. We expect most of the Kilrathi forces on the base will be sent to intercept Colonel Walker's force, and therefore be distracted and unavailable to attack us. But we have to be prepared for anything. Once the mission is complete, our extraction route will run through a gap between asteroid fields to Nav 3. From there, we will return to the Hermes. I will be leading the main strike with Alpha Wing. Bravo will be led by Sandman. Delta and Foxtrot flights will provide us with fighter cover while I retain overall command. Let's go, light up a base.
That was a long briefing for a mission I'm not going to fly today. But yeah, it is a little weird. Yeah, this might be the end. Yeah, then I'm definitely going to need to put up a poll for what the next stream game is going to be. If it sounds like I'm going to beat this pretty quickly. Well, I mean, the mission might be hard. I might have to do it a bunch of times. And yeah, I guess there's probably a bit more afterwards. But yeah, it's a little... When a game makes it so that your allies are weaker too, when you turn the difficulty up, that's a little rough because it ends up having like a multiplicative effect on the difficulty. It makes things ridiculous. That's why I think it's usually better for games to just have the difficulty settings not touch your allies. They're just unaffected by any multipliers. Any goodies? Nope, not today. But yeah, that's it for tonight, and yeah, I have nothing further for you today, but I will see you next Saturday, same time. Thanks for coming, and thanks for watching.
Chief Engineer Koski, report to the keel mount control deck immediately.
Alright, Space Cadet Rewind out.
Petty Officer